Hey, all, welcome to my channel. I honestly don't know what to say. Quite honestly, I mean, I'm at a loss. Um, Chances are Coach Dable, Brian Dable is probably going to be fired at the end of the year, most likely. I mean, quite honestly, because um, you lose to the New Orleans Saints, the Saints, who haven't won a game in almost eight. They haven't won. Uh, they've lost 8 games straight. Put it that way. 8 games from last year to this year. They've lost 8 in a row, and you couldn't even beat them. I mean, honestly, this was like a surprise. I mean, and this is a case where, like, yeah, a lot of our mistakes caused the loss. I mean, 5 turnovers. Let's be honest, that's a huge thing. But quite honestly, this was still a game that the Giants were in it. And granted, yeah, Malik Neighbors was out, one of your biggest offensive weapons, but at the same time, you can adjust for it. The fact that I, it's like, let's be honest, the wide receiving core sucks. Outside of Neighbors, the wide receiving core sucks. We need new wide receivers. Slayton supposedly he got injured. I'm like, doesn't matter. The dude drops it 3 quarters of the Robinson. Linda Robinson, I mean not Linda Robinson, just basically like drops the damn ball like 90% of the time. So why even bother throwing to him? I mean, half those jump balls, if it was Neighbors, he would have gotten it. But quite honestly, I don't know what to say or what to do. I mean, Shane's got to basically get someone in place. Honestly, if I'm Shane, I make a trade to the Jets for for Wilson, the wide receiver. He comes on board. He'll help the Giants considerably. But at the same time, I don't know if that's going to help him any. I don't know if that's going to save his job. I mean, for Dable, he's definitely on. I don't want to say the hot seat yet. He's definitely on a warm seat right now. But I think it all depends on how Dart progresses. Quite honestly, because I mean, this game showed some cases of Dart having some aspects of like doing decent, but this was not a game that showcased his skills. And I don't know if it's the system itself as well, too. Quite honestly, because I, I mean, it's a little surprising that looking at, I mean, former Giants players. I don't know if it's the system itself or maybe the organization, because like Daniel Jones is thriving at Indianapolis. They're 4-1. He's definitely a comeback player of the year, and also throwing out kind of MVP numbers right now. But it's definitely a surprise. I mean, honestly, I don't know if it's a system or he was never in the right system itself, because like he was under Shermer, he was under a Judge, and then under what's his name, under Dable. I mean, like 3 different systems, 3 different coaches. I know it wasn't stable, but at the same time, he just never thrived in it. I mean, you thought he was going to thrive under Dable's system, because like when Dable first came, you saw what he did. But reality is like he had Saquon Barkley behind him. Let's be honest, he had Saquon Barkley, and like with a weak offensive line, I mean, Barkley took a lot away from him, that he was, that threat that he was able to throw those passes. But at the same time, I mean, it could be the system itself with Indianapolis. I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. If Daniel Jones went to San Francisco's probably undefeated, probably, because let's be honest. Look at Mac Jones. I mean, Purdy's down. He's out. Mac Jones is doing really well with the 49ers. When he was with the Patriots, he wasn't that good, and you wondered, like did Belichick screw the pooch on that one? Like, did he goof? I mean, Garoppolo, you're seeing Garoppolo too. He wasn't that good either. It might have been just the system itself, and the Mac Jones was not suited for that system. Maybe he's suited for the 49ers system. I mean, I don't think Mac Jones is that good. I think he's just thriving under that system with the 49ers. If he were to go, let's say, with the Tampa Bay Bucks, Buccaneers, chances are I don't think he's going to do well there, especially at let's say at Carolina or Jacksonville. He's not going to do well. At Denver, hard to say. With Las Vegas, I don't know. It's hard to say as well too. Maybe he does well because of Pete Carroll. I don't know. But Mac Jones right now under 49 with the 49ers, Shanahan. I mean, that system that he's developed, I think Mac Jones. You saw what Purdy. He's like, it's like you. I mean, let's be honest. You saw Garoppolo. He thrived under Shanahan's system as well too. So like it seems like if you're a decent enough quarterback who's a good game manager, You could just like the quarterbacks are interchangeable. I mean, with Daniel Jones, chances are he probably becomes a definitive elite star with the 49ers. Um, and but we're seeing that he's doing really well under the Colts as well too. So like that system is probably the same. I don't know if it's the same exact system as the 49ers, but it seems like it. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he beat the Dolphins. Dolphins are pretty much sucky at this point, so that's one thing. The Broncos, I don't know. They're probably coming to their own right now. Now they're starting to figure out things out and work. Nick's is starting to work it out a little bit. I mean, the way the Broncos beat the Eagles, that was a surprise. But then again, the Eagles didn't really play Barkley as much or use Barkley as much or utilize him as much. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they're. I mean, it's possible that the Eagles were like saving Barkley for the Giants. Um, the fact that he beat the Titans, I mean that's not a great team as well too. Let's be honest. They beat the Raiders as well too. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, right now chances are next week they'll beat the Cardinals. Yeah, they go against the Chargers. That will be a good. I guess that will be a good. Um, I don't want to say litmus test because the way the Chargers have been playing recently, I don't know if that's good. Then they play against the Titans again. So I guess in November 2nd when they play against the Steelers, that'll be a good litmus test because after that, they go against the Falcons, which they probably could win. The Chiefs may or may not win, most likely not. Texans, Jaguars, then the Seahawks, then the 49ers. So chances are they have another. Yeah, they probably have another three losses basically, and that's it. And honestly, three losses, they'll be like pretty much 13-4. It sounds like. I mean, they have a potential of being 13-4 this year, because they had such a weak schedule. Um, Whereas now with the Giants, I mean, let's be honest. Uh, I think I said this in the past. If the Giants can get 8 wins, literally 8 wins out of the season, I think that's a massive success, and that keeps Dable at his job. If he can get 8 wins with this current team, he deserves to stay there. The problem is like the fact that with the Saints, that front line could not even get a sack on that QB. I mean, it's like surprising. I mean, they put pressure here and there, but the fact that they did not sack him once threw me off. I mean, like this is a team. I mean, the pressure that they put against the Chiefs, the pressure they put against the Chargers and Herbert, the pressure they put against Dak Prescott. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a little surprising. I mean, like I have no idea. Maybe it could be the team, its organization itself. I have no idea. Because like, look at Xavier, look at Ingram. He's doing decent. I mean, Waller, coming back from retirement, he's doing decent. Before that injury, he was doing really. He's doing pretty good. Um, Barkley, he's always going to be good, so it doesn't matter wherever he went off to. But I mean, Xavier McKinney. I mean, I don't know what the hell's. I don't know. Maybe it's something with water. Maybe it's the field itself. Maybe that they haven't adapted to the field. I don't know. But I want to say if the Giants get 6 wins, that could still be kind of a win in a ways for them. I mean, they doubled what they got last year, but at the same time, if they still regress and have 3 wins to 4 wins, I mean, let's be honest, the way the schedule looks right now for them, I mean, let's see, where would they be actually? So part is like probably the Giants should be 4-1 technically speaking because the way the Chiefs handed them, were practically handing them that victory, and the Giants couldn't capitalize, kind of sucks. But okay, so they play against the Eagles this Thursday, then the Broncos, who are pretty much on the uprise right now, depending. The Eagles again, then the 49ers. The Bears are doing pretty decent. The Packers, the Lions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They could lose another 7 right there. And then against the Patriots, who are doing pretty decent. The Patriots, I mean, with Vrabel to get up there, that's 8 losses. The Commanders, 9. Vikings, 10. They could have 10 straight losses, honestly. I mean, they'll have 10 straight losses. If the Giants can beat the Eagles and the Broncos, and then somehow beat the Bears and the Patriots, 4 wins right there. And then the Vikings, it's 5 wins. They'll have 6 wins right there. And if they can beat the Raiders, I don't know. Depends on the Cowboys at the end, and the Commanders maybe. I don't know. Like the Commanders were doing pretty decent yesterday as well too. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's hard to say with what you do with Coach Stable because he's definitely the guy that can mold Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart shows he has some serious skills. He shows he has some serious skills. I mean, there were times where like he was ill advised where he threw basically, but I mean, time will tell. I mean, a good litmus test for him, I guess, will be against the Eagles. Let's see how he does. Well, again, problem is like our offensive line sucks horribly. This dude's going to be sacked like left and right practically, and they're going to blitz the hell out of him. So I wouldn't be surprised if like he himself throws in like interceptions. I wouldn't be surprised actually if he throws 4 interceptions in Thursday's game. The Broncos, I guess, will be the true litmus test for him basically because if he can do really decent with the Broncos, that might show that he is progressing a little bit. And then if he could reduce it against the Eagles on at the end of the month and reduce his turnovers, I think that might help out at that point as well too. Similarly as well with the 49ers, but time will tell with that. But I don't know. I want to say based on the fact that the way they played the Saints right now, I mean, the way they played the Saints yesterday, I don't want to say it was laughable and a mockery, but it's definitely put Dable on a serious microscope at this point. And the problem is like that defensive line should have had at least a sack. The fact that they couldn't even get a sack is really, really, really laughable outside of the organization. Quite honestly, I think the Giants need to figure out what's going on there. I have a feeling the problem is I think Dable's going to have to get another defensive coordinator because like this defensive coordinator is not going to be great. He's probably, let's be honest, I don't know if Dable is ready to be a head coach. He's definitely ready to be. He's definitely good as an offensive coordinator, but as a head coach, I don't know if he's ready for that. He's not a defensive guru that, like like Belichick is. I mean, the Giants should not bring Belichick. Let's be honest, they should not bring Belichick. I don't know. Do you go with the Mike Shanahan tree and try to get someone out of Mike? One of the offshoots of Shanahan, because like McVay, all the others are like doing really well. You definitely don't want to get out of the Bill Belichick tree because like that system does not work anywhere else. We've seen that. It's a given. You're seeing it everywhere. It has not worked except in New England itself. Look what Vrabel has done in New England. He's doing really well. I don't know. Maybe the Mike Holmgren. Problem is like it hasn't always worked. It hasn't always worked, quite honestly. I don't know. Maybe the Giants get someone from college, from the college side. I mean, like when they brought in Tom Coughlin, that was under the Bill Belichick tree. I mean, not Bill Belichick, Bill Parcells. Problem is, I don't know how you get another Bill. Like, what other individual we could get from the Bill Parcells tree because most of them are now really old and they're retired. Only other person I can think of is maybe one of the former players, one of the former defensive players. Who that can be, I have no idea. Pierce, show promise. Let's be honest. Pierce, actually, you know what? I would say this: if I'm Dable, your defensive coordinator is not doing anything. Get in Antonio Pierce. Bring in Antonio Pierce. I think he might be the right person to lead the defensive. He'd be the right defensive coordinator for the Giants. He was a linebacker coach, promoted to to head coach. He showed promise there. I think he needs to like be molded a little bit, but if he comes in, I think he could get this group, specifically Burns and Carter. He could definitely. Well, let's be honest. Len Marshall. I mean, like you saw what happened. He's doing really well now. I mean, it would have been interesting to see what would happen with Marshall and Lawrence together. Whew, it would have been a different story. But in any case, if Pierce could come in, I think that the Giants should bring in Antonio Pierce as the defensive coordinator. They need to bring him in. with him there, I think he can turn the defense around. And I think he knows. Problem is like from a defensive coordinator uh, uh, aspect, I don't know if he has the scouting right tools for that. Because like let's be honest, Dable, he's definitely good at offensive from an offensive perspective of spotting offensive talent. He could definitely spot offensive talent. He was able to figure out Dart. He was able to figure out Neighbors. He knew these two were good. Scatterboo as well too. Let's be honest. That I don't think anyone would have taken Scatterboo. I think he recognized it. I think he needs. I think he can recognize if he can build that offensive line. I think he could. That could help out tremendously. Let him help build out that offensive line. The defensive side, I don't think he's right for that. I don't know he knows how to pick any defensive players. I think he brings in Pierce. Bringing in Pierce right now won't work. It would be good. Maybe it might help define things. But right now, Pierce coming in right now in the middle of the season, it would be horrible for him because like this would not work out. It would just like trying to change the system for this team. It would have to be during the bye season, bye week basically. I mean, not bye season. Well, this would have to be a bye season practically because there's nothing. Yeah, you know what? Fire it, fire the defensive coordinator. I forgot his name now. Bring in Pierce. Let him figure it out. This will be a year of learning. Let them learn, and then next year, let it come in where 2026 is the year that the Giants come back to glory. I don't know. That's my opinion. Let me know your thoughts. I know I'm saying a lot of things. I was all over the place. Apologize for that. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you like my content, please hit the subscribe button. If you hit the like button, it shows what content I should focus on a little bit on. Of course, you're welcome to leave a comment in the comment section. I do read them all. I do respond to them when they warrant a response. Also, at the same time, one of the aspects is like, let me know your thoughts. I would love to know your thoughts. Like, I think honestly, Antonio Pierce should come in as a defensive coordinator because the defensive coordinator right now for the Giants is not that great. I forgot his name now. You know what? Let me find his name. New York Giants defensive coordinator. Shane Bowen. I mean, Shane Bowen probably. I hate to say it's like I don't think he's meant to be. I don't think he's meant to be it. Antonio. Let's see where Antonio Pierce is at right now. Actually, Antonio Pierce. I don't care. Yeah, he's not even coaching right now. He's like chief strategy advisor for some company. He should. If I'm the Giants, bring back some like a former player basically. And this is a guy that you could tell he had the passion and he knew the defensive capabilities. And like when he was a Rangers head coach, their offense wasn't that great, but their defense was pretty decently good. I'm surprised no other team has picked up on it. It's like going for. I think it's by the fact that he's more vocal and not refined. But coming on board to the Giants with him and Dable, I think these two having the same fire would be good for the team. I hate to say this, but like the Giants should bring him. They should bring him. They should hire Antonio Pierce. But let me know your thoughts. I mean, honestly, I like Coach Dable. I think everyone's being saying that Coach Dable, he's the right coach to develop quarterbacks, young quarterbacks. But is he the right head coach? It's a different story. Um, but I think given time, he'll definitely get to that level. I just don't want to. I just don't want another Ray Hanley situation. That's the thing. I just don't want another Ray Hanley situation. Um, but outside of that, yeah, I mean, the Giants had the chance with Vrabel. Look, Mike Vrabel. Look what he did. Look what he's doing with the Patriots. I mean, he did really good with the Titans. I'm surprised that they let him go. They should have let him develop. Josh McDaniels kind of sucks. Let's be honest, he sucks. Um, yeah. Outside of that, yeah. Let me know your thoughts. With that, I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, of course, always unrehearsed. Until next time.